spin out in front off of a carom, and the Stars get it out of harm's way. Jason Robertson tests the midsection of Gibson from center ice. The first scoring barrage of late. He turns and feeds for Lindell. Quick movement, one-timer into the glove of Gibson. They had boxed out in front. Yeah, the draft and then develop. It's all part of it as Lindell with a shot and squeezed, hung onto by Gibson.
Screen back into the Star zone.
Tip by Johnston. And Johnston with the spin move to the front of the net. He scores! Johnston tap dancing his way in the Detroit zone. Got one past Gibson and opens the score.
Misses the target. They sort of re-rack themselves. And a guy who's top 10 in the NHL in home scoring gets another little stuff play as he beats.
Robertson darts in. Shot. Save Gibson. Touched by Falk. Gets met by Sherratt. Plays keep away and then gets the return for Robertson. Shot! Glove save by Gibson.
Snazzy windmill save by Gibson, who's been excellent here in the early going. Good play by Falk, the defenseman, too. Just gets solid. You know, if you're going to be in front of your netminder, don't move around.
Bunting trying to shed Casper. Switch of directions. Keeps it for Ritzkobe and a backhand save made. Rebound popped into the slot. Both said they would be reevaluated in about a couple weeks. Turnover, and it's DeBrincat. Sweeping in was Bischel, and he dislodged it. It caromed its way just wide of the net. The 18 skaters they're allowed. Robertson feeding across. Shot! Stopped by Gibson. The trailing rush for Johnston off the stick. Wrist shot hit the outside of the net. Wings with some zone time from distant. Sherratt, that finds Ottinger. Back upstairs, Bernard Docker, and fired a shot. And then a save made by Ottinger on Kane in tight. Sherratt around, and then Van Riemsdyk up for Finney. Finney with speed, handoff Leonard. Shot, save, right arm, Ottinger. Sherratt over to Falk. Veteran defenseman. Knocked down by Bischel from the wing. DeBrincat, save made. Joe Heiskanen, fresh off a 3-assist game the other night. Down low, Duchesne wanted to leave it for Johnston. It was broken up and then pounced on by Gibson. Left wing wall, Jason Robertson to Bourque. Back for Robertson. Again, Bourque. Set it up, and the Gibson save made on Bunting. Looking for his first as a member of the Stars. 10 seconds left in the penalty. Ritzkovian jammed a bit and then scored! Bunting does have his first with Dallas. It's a power play goal. Michael Bunting doubles the lead.
Chance, and then he gets a very favorable carom right into the wheelhouse. I think it was Shine with the block initially, and then it goes right to him. Very quick stick in the slot. That's where
Seider feeding it to the right. Top of the circle, then Kane back for Seider in the distance drive. No problem for Ottinger. Kept in by Detroit. Raymond for Seider. Wrist shot. Save made with the blocker. Kept over for Kane. Bischel back to collect, got bumped by Shine on the forecheck. Maverick Bourque, the lead for Robertson. Jason Robertson shoots, save made, Gibson. It's Heiskanen feeding to the left, Robertson. Wyatt Johnston, left wing circle, back for Robertson. Up high, Heiskanen shot, fired in on Gibson. Got there in a hurry, Stars hold the zone. Duchesne to Heiskanen. Heiskanen measured a bit. Back towards the blue line, and Robertson finds Johnston. The return for Robertson. Shot off the backboards, and Johnston a flyby. Was hoping to poke and never could. It's frozen.
Move Wyatt Johnston to the perimeter here instead.
Lindell for Harley. Back for Lindell. Again, Harley. One-time pass, and it ricochets away. Off Gibson. He feels up high as a chance missed the net. Lindell off the glass. Final seconds off as Raymond's out of the box. 5-on-5. Bunting turns, fires, and net. Shot gets blocked by Robertson. Heiskanen was looking up ice. Wanted to spring Robertson. Never able to settle it. And instead, Jake Ottinger, #1 center. It's him. It's Casper. It's Finney, the rookie who had never played center at the pro level. Chance in front. Ottinger bumps it over the bar. Captain Dylan Larkin, who's sitting on 10 for the year. Kane to Sider. His bomb into Ottinger, and then Harley comes in and gives a tap. It's the Wings on the attack now. Perron was tied up. Follow up and a shot. Ottinger made the save. The rebound. Beck sends a hopper, and then he'll catch up shorthanded. Gets tied up by Sider. Huru to Beck, and just missed trying to tuck home the forehand.
What a sweet feed by Arttu Huru. Just not enough on the business end at the tail end of a hard-working penalty kill shift.
Best chance on this Wings' second power play to the shorthanded Stars. Then the puck deflected and just stayed out as Ariely went through the net front. Out of the box, Lindell. Stars kill it. A feed for Myers. Shot saved by Gibson. Harley in, has a cutting Robertson. Save made, and then Heiskanen in the follow. Slap pass on a wobbler. The Stars shot by Johnston gets blocked over to the near side wall. Pirouettes into the circle. The lead for Edvinsson. Shot gloved. Eye high on the backhand from Ottinger. Stays in play off the glass. Dallas can get the change in now.
One big difference in the game, the Stars defense has been involved on the attack. They've skated really well.
Raymond stepped into by Huru and spilled back down. Wings on the attack. Ottinger makes the save and scored. Ottinger made the save, went to cover the puck. He's trying to figure out how in the world that got through him.
Left wing flank, and he just sends a marshmallow at him. This one here actually ticked off of Huru, and then the overhead will tell you. Ottinger tried to get his paw on it, and it hit the cuff of his glove hand in a perfect spot where it just spun it backwards between his legs. You see it right there. That changes things.
Bang across, blocked by Steele, empty-handed. Still a huge screen. Out in front, Ottinger the save onto Brinket. Over to Perron. And a shot saved by Ottinger. Glove securely on it. It's Covey, and he and Bunting have flipped Wings for the time being. Steele in, left wing side, shot saved by Gibson.
That was close, and it was out of the pile in neutral ice, right from the dot. A leaker underneath the oxter of John Gibson. Look at that, right through that armpit.
Dancing pass to Brinket, now for Robertson, and the save from Gibson. 4 Wings go the other way. Numbers for Detroit. DeBrinket challenged at the line in front, save, score on the rebound, Raymond. The initial stop, he forced it home out of midair, and the Red Wings have tied it with 3:26 left.
Late third period, up by 1. The Stars drive to the net. They dive in on this one, and when Wyatt Johnston dove in, they turn it the other way, and they turn it into a shot, a rebound, and a bunt right at the net by the fabulously talented Lucas Raymond. Oopsie daisy.
Kane for Edvinsson. Edvinsson wraparound save made. Ottinger rebound. Ottinger seated, makes that stop on Kane.
An urgency that the Stars have struggled to match here in the third period in particular. Jake Ottinger scrambling around to keep them at bay on this one. All of a sudden, Edvinsson, the big rear guard, is below the top of the circles, and wonderful.
He goes back and forth laterally as Raymond and Finion. Seider took the handoff. Seider shot, saved by Ottinger. The Leave Casper shot kicked out by Ottinger, and the Stars will get to the puck. 2 gone by in overtime. Harley against Edvinsson. Thomas Harley scores! Harley, automatic in overtime. The Stars win it 3-2.
Well, they needed a big stop from Jake Ottinger, a little interchange, Sizzler, low to the blocker. And Thomas Harley in full flight. Look at him take off. He gets the lead feed, and this is an absolute BB. Short side, you can see the body language on John Gibson right after. Man, that's a ripper. He thought he had the angle. Harley just leans on the blade. Saw the window on the short side. Put that puck in the attic. Even the long reach of Edvinsson couldn't get over there. I think he trusted his netminder.